K Clubs is funded in part by the South Carolina Arts Commission, which receives support from the National Endowment for the Arts.
You're now watching
Kid Club.
Club is sponsored by Empowered to Win and the Boys and Girls Club of the Midlands.
Make sure you like,
share, and subscribe.
Who gonna get started? Opener.
Welcome to Kids Club Podcast. Today we are interviewing Miss Jayana, and she works for City of Columbia Police Department. So I want to ask you what you do for.
Yes, ma'am. What I do for work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, what do you do for the police department?
Okay. Well, thank you for having me, y'all. I work for the Columbia Police Department and as well as the City of Columbia. So I have like two jobs in one. I work for the police department, which means I get to interact with a lot of police and a lot of dogs and a lot of people. So I do a lot of stuff on the community side. So police officers give out, obviously, ice cream to children. They go to people's houses, make sure they're doing okay. When it was really hot this summer, they gave out fans and air conditioners, and then they also took the dogs out to the parks, let people play with them and things of that nature. So I work more on the community side. And then with the city, I work a lot with small businesses or new businesses that's opening up or they having grand openings, community parties, block parties, things of that nature. So if you've ever been to Soda City or anything that happens like on First Thursday, I'm normally there capturing all the parties, all the people having fun, dancing and things of that nature.
So you do the production, like the videos and pictures?
Yeah, basically like PR. So the writing, social media, any of the news. So sometimes even when it's crime, I go out to the news stations. We talk about what's happening. Did they arrest anybody? Did they find anything? Things of that nature too. So I write. I do the pictures, the videos, the editing, all of that thing. But I'm not by myself. I have a team as well. Do
you get free benefits from going to things like Soda City? Do you get anything free for just?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
I get t-shirts, I get cups, I get sometimes free tickets to go to games, I get all type of things, maybe tickets to go to another party or something like that. And I travel a lot for work, so I can go from DC to the White House to Pittsburgh to a conference, and it's always something new, something fun. So it's always new people to meet, new things to take pictures of, and then I also get to have fun in between too.
So was this what you wanted to do? Like in high school, did you think this is what you wanted to do?
No, I thought I wanted to do hair and have a business, and my mom has a salon. So when I got into high school, I did cosmetology, and I'm sure y'all are probably familiar with like Hayward and stuff. Well, I went to Lower Richland High School, and they have cosmetology at the school. So people were doing nursing, barbering, all these things, and I just did hair. And then after that, I graduated, went to college, and then I did hair in the dorms. So I was braiding hair, coloring hair, I was doing all types of stuff. So then I worked at Ulta Beauty, so I got into makeup, and I thought I was going to do production makeup, stuff like that. And I never thought I was going to do anything with a camera. And so as time progressed, I realized I liked the camera, graduated from college, and started to get into a lot of like commercials and promotions and stuff like that. So that's how I got here.
So how did you get to production for police department?
When COVID started, I actually stopped working, and I was doing all this freelance work. So I was traveling. I was going from Tennessee to Atlanta to DC, Virginia, wherever. And I had some people that wanted me to do videos for dance or the news or just interviews, even podcasts like this. And then after a while, I started doing campaigns. So I started getting out of all the parties and all of the weddings because that was a lot of work. And I wanted to do more stuff with campaigns and government and things of that nature. So I started doing things for council members and mayors and different presidents of different organizations. So one of the council members actually recommended me for the job. And so, after a while, what you realize is that all of your skills come back together. So when you graduate, you meet people and people can help you get into positions. So it's not all about going to school forever, but it's about what you like to do, who you meet, making better relationships, and then actually opening up doors for yourself. And that's kind of how I got here.
Mm-hmm. So speaking of politics, do you have any key comments for the presidential debate this year?
Just go out and vote, kids, if you can, if you can. But yeah, you just have to make the right decision for you and pay attention to what's happening in the world, because media is always going to sway you a certain way. Always remember, just like you learned today, that all frames matter when you do video, but all media messages matter as well. So they're trying to show you a certain type of way to see someone. So you have to read and find out for yourself. That's why some books turn into movies, because a lot of people watch movies, but only a few people read books. So if you read the book, you get a lot more knowledge about what's happening. So if you are into, social media and stuff like that, you have to read more of the posts than actually being entertained by the videos.
So your job is to persuade people about the police department?
Well, like I said, all media is kind of persuasive. The news and things of that nature is more of conveying something that's non-biased. So I can't tell you to think this way or tell you to think this way. Because I work for the city and the police department, I am telling people that the city is a safe place to live. The city of Columbia is a good place to live. It's affordable. We have great places to eat, great places of entertainment, things of that nature. And so the goal of that is really to be as transparent with the citizens and the guests, but it's also about building that credibility. So it's not about at all covering up anything or lying about anything, being as transparent as possible.
Okay.
Anything else, people? I got some good questions.
Who's your favorite singer?
Maybe Naomi Sharon. I like her. Like she real chill.
Any more questions, Sakai?
Well, do you have any what's your favorite movie?
Probably like The Age of Adeline, I think.
Your favorite TV show?
I'm watching Lost right now. I'm going backwards. So I'm binge watching that.
So this is going to be our last question. Do you have any suggestions for people who don't know what they want to do right now in high school?
Find out what you really like to do, because if you don't want to be a doctor, don't be a doctor. If you don't want to sit behind a desk, don't do that, because you don't have to. I started off sitting at a desk, and then I realized I had no windows and I was bored. So yes, I ended up watching Netflix. But so here we are today outside. What I'll say is find out all the things about yourself. Explore all the things. Like figure out if you like cooking. Figure out if you like to do makeup. If you don't like to do it, realize that's it. Don't do it.
What do you like to cook?
Everything, because I stay hungry all the time. But I would definitely say just try everything and explore everything and ask for as many opportunities as you can. And once you make those relationships, even if whatever you decided that you wanted to do and the person gave you opportunity and you didn't like it, still stay connected with them, because they can open other doors to other people. And that way you can find out more about what you want to do. So you might not want to do video like me, but you might want to have a podcast. So you might need me at the end of the day to help you find the right people, to help you teach you how to do public speaking or teach you how to be an actor or whatever the case may be. So, yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us today. This was Kids Club Podcast interviewing
Jay.
Jayana. So, thank you.
Thank you.